In today's video, we are going to be talking about how social media becomes a revenue machine when done right. Because if you do not know how to work your social media account, no one's ever going to see what you're doing. And you could have the best stuff, but if you're not doing the right steps to get that in front of the right people, it's pretty much not going to be seen by anyone. So people cannot buy for what they cannot see. Now, granted, you may be able to get away with this if you're a bigger company, but I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you are not a big company. Now, if you are new to this channel, my name is Mike. We go over different strategies for social media, how you can help grow your account, your social presence. And if you ever have any questions, always comment them down below. We're more than happy to help you out. We can always make a video or jump on a call with you. So let's first jump into number one. Now, visibility is number one, and it's obviously the biggest one because this is going to be your revenue opportunities. Because, like I said, if no one sees you and the visibility is not there, everyone's gonna have a difficult time buying from you because they do not even know you exist, especially if you are just starting off on the social media account. Because if you have 0 followers, the algorithm doesn't really understand who to push it to. So again, it's gonna push it to a lot of random people until it eventually figures out who it wants to show it to. And once it does know that, it's going to make a difference, and we will talk another step about how you actually produce this to make more content and more views. But like I said, the visibility is the biggest part, and this is where you're actually going to build trust. This is going to highlight whatever you offer, whatever you do, what people will understand who you are and what you do and how you can help them. And this is a big talking point because if they can understand that in a quick video, then they can actually share it to other people, or they can actually understand very quickly without actually having to read on what you do. And in today's society, people really do like watching more videos than reading, which leads us to number two, and that is Reels and how they can be very important. Now, I say Reels, but it could be shorts, it could be just any type of short video because social media has now gone from long content formation into condensed shorter form. You can thank TikTok for that, but YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook has their own things, but pretty much nowadays, more people are looking at shorter videos and they are doom scrolling. I mean, it's one of those things, people are constantly on their phones looking at different things throughout their day when they have some downtime just to kill time. But in those minutes when they're actually doing that, if you have a good video or an opportunity to grab their attention, this can be huge for your business. And what you need to do is in the first couple of seconds, you need to grab their attention. And however long you want that video to be, you have to continue to keep them engaged and curious on what you're doing. Now, granted, whether it's 7 seconds, a full minute, or even longer than that, you have to constantly add value to your content. And this is where it can get very difficult because you do not just want to just spew a bunch of random things out, because if you're doing that, more likely not, they're going to not stick around, and therefore, again, just pass it up and you're not going to be seen by other people. Now, if you keep driving on certain points, this again will keep growing as well. If you haven't seen our video, we've talked about this before. I'll have a link in the show notes on how you can actually grow on social media. Again, it's very easy, but you have to follow the 5 simple steps to do that. But like I said, this is going to be your almost billboard on social media. It makes a huge difference for your business, and therefore, again, it will help you out. It'll help your click-through rate and also your buyer's confidence, but also increase your business as well. So, like I said, number two, you want to work on your reels, your short content, and make sure it is where you want it to be. Now, number three, this is social proof. And this one I think is very important that a lot of people sometimes disregard when it comes to their business, because if you can build a client testimonial or behind the scenes on what you're doing and how you're getting these wins for your clients or the people that are buying from you, this has huge implications on how you can help people, because they're not just seeing you talk about it, they're seeing other people talk about it. They're getting this third party association with it, and therefore, again, it actually helps them connect you better. They're seeing behind the scenes how you're actually operating, how you're helping these people out. That makes a huge difference in the long run, because if people can then actually focus on how you can help them out, they can envision themselves, seeing themselves in those videos. It makes a huge difference. And the more content you have like this, the more they're going to build this kind of relationship with you. And the better you have that relationship, the better chance you're going to actually sell them on something as well. So therefore, again, social proof makes a huge difference. And you can do this through carousels on Instagram if you want to, or having on just your videos at the bottom, you can just have a bunch of things pop up. People will see that and actually be more intrigued by that. Now, number four, Automation is going to help grow without burnout. This is a big talking point when it comes to anything, not just social media, but anytime you're dealing with work. Burnout is a real thing that can happen to anyone. Doesn't matter who you are, if you enjoy what you're doing, but if you are constantly grinding at it for so long, not getting the rest, the breaks that you need, you will eventually burn out, whether that's in a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple years. It's different for everyone, but the same thing can always happen on social media. This is where you want automation to, again, help you work through things. So whether you're doing things on one set day, editing them, they can create their content, we'll go in there and chop it up, and then we'll post it for them, and they can reap all the benefits. We're the ones behind the scenes. We don't want to be seen, and that's totally fine, but we want you to grow. And like I said, automation makes a huge difference, and there are AI tools that you can definitely utilize, but you still have to do it yourself. And this is where, again, you want to make sure you have someone that has the full knowledge in doing it properly, and therefore, again, will help your business. And number 5, which is always a constant, and that is consistency. No matter what you do, consistency is going to be a compounding interest on anything. Now, whether that's marketing, your business, relationships, by being consistent and sticking to what you're doing is going to keep growing. Now, again, I probably mentioned this in other videos if you have watched this. In the beginning, when you start off, those first few posts may not do very well, and that shouldn't be surprising. When I first started filming myself on camera, it was very difficult. But the more I started doing it, the more confidence I got. The voice I actually found makes it a lot easier. And even I still make mistakes every now and then, but I still understand by being consistent and posting all the time makes a huge difference. Now, your consistency can be completely different from one person to the next. Whether you're posting once a day, twice a day, once a week, whatever the case is, your audience, your followers, the people that are going to be buying from you, they understand when you post and they'll get used to looking at when you're posting. So whether it's a Monday morning at 9 a.m. or a Wednesday at 12, they know when you're going to be posting and they're actually going to be looking forward to that, or they're going to look at it later that day. And this is going to have a huge impact on your social media account, because if the followers you currently have, if they're all watching your content, the algorithm sees that and says, hey, let's push this out to more people that are not following this person. And therefore, again, it's going to constantly get more traction, more eyes on what you do, and therefore, again, help grow your business. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I greatly appreciate if you do hit the like button down below. Again, I greatly appreciate that. We do have some links down below. If you do need help, obviously comment down below or check out the links we have there. Again, we're more than happy to help you out making videos if you have those questions, because this channel is dedicated to help you grow your business on social media.